my boys? T-Bags, Magic Man here. Just want to go over last night's Thursday nighter, man. Got a lot of holler. Everybody want to get a little podcast out there, baby. Here it comes. Fast and Furious. I try to keep it as short as I can, but I'm a little long-winded. I'm from East Texas. I'm a country boy from heart. So I get a little long-winded, players. Somebody wanted me to wear my jersey. Here's one of the many jerseys I rock on a daily basis. Give a little quick shout out to me and the Bros Company, Thompson's Inspection. Look at that bright new fluorescent hat. Looks like it should smell like garlic, but it don't. Let's run through them real quick. Last night had in play Backwoods, Wild and Mild, all natural tobacco cigars right here, just like Clint Eastwood, player. Had the old Dollar, Harbor Freight, Dollar headlamp right here. Bright as hell, got 3 settings, off, on, and blinking. That's pretty stellar for $1. A Walgreens lip balm right here, Chap Aid. Can't be out there on a windy day without it. Yum, $4.98 at Walmart. Polarized sunglasses. Comes in 2 colors, tortoiseshell and black right here. Getting the job done. You ain't got to spend no $250 on no Costas. For $4.87, let's round it up to 5. I ain't real good at anything, but how many times was 5 going to 250? That's a lot of glasses right there. Hell, you could throw them in the water. Every time you go out and fish a tournament, you still gonna have plenty of them out there. Got Old Faithful right here. This East Texas Faithful right here. Power base, 7-inch. Blue Fleck Firetail right there. That's Grandpa's special, son. You can rig it up 2 different ways. Never run it on a shaky head. Never run it on a wobble head. Maybe that's coming soon. Run it Texas rig or Carolina rig only. That's a game changer right there. Purple Firetail. That's what we call it, but official name's Blue Fleck Firetail in a 7-inch. I never seen it in anything different. Still rocked out the Minna Scrubs this week. I'm not a big Strike King guy. I think they're overpriced for the quality of baits they have, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. They catch fish. Rocking that old bluegill color on a wobble head. I'll get into that in just a second. Other thing I did this week, got a bite on it, didn't catch a fish. Looks good enough, I know it's going to get a bite. Rocking this Z-Man hula stick in the blue crawl. I like the deal as my color in that Ned rig hula stick in that Z-Man. But I found a mushroom type. It's not the Ned rig setup, they're too expensive. I found a mushroom type head. They call it a bed jig head. It's made by Cabela's. Right now it's on clearance right up the street there on 35. I suggest you go get them before I clean them out, because y'all know me, man. I am not opposed to dropping some big money on some fishing shit. That is for damn sure. I could pan around and show you a bunch of Lucky Craft. They're going out pretty good, man. I mean, I got them priced pretty high on eBay because they're worth it. Always rocking old purple, just straight purple, power worm. Threw a Cinco tonight. Threw this old Zoom Salty Super Fluke and Cotton Candy, dipped the tail. Great looking little lure right there. Didn't catch anything on it, but I don't think that had anything to do with it. Rugby style head I was using is this VMC swinging rugby jig in 3/8 ounce. It's kind of like a black, white speckled head. It's got a nice keeper on it, plastic keeper on it. I've talked to a bunch of guys, man, and a lot of the guys I talk, hang out with and fish, y'all know who them people are, y'all know who y'all are. They said they lose a lot of fish on this, man. I ain't had that issue right now. I think maybe my setup's, just right on it or something, and I'm letting them eat it a little bit. They've been choking it, we already went over choke last week. Hadn't uploaded it because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt some people's feelings, even though, I take this shit real lightly. Some of these people don't. Rocking yesterday in Kyle's boat, he was rocking the old Kirkland purified water. I think you can get that at Costco. I'm not a big purified water guy. That sounds like filtered tap water to me. I go with the natural spring water if I can at all costs. Geyser or Ozarka. That's my two favorites. Uh, got a new reel in play this week. I like to try to keep it as cheap as I can because it's fishing and I'm going to break some shit. This is the new Daiwa Fuego. I got the 8 to 1. I wanted another 7 to 1, but I got the 8 to 1 simply because it was $74.97 on eBay, son. Free shipping. I don't know if you beat that. I caught my only keeper on this reel last night. And this here's another deal. Y'all ain't gonna be able to find these. I'm finna clean San Antonio and San Marcos and Austin out. This is that Daiwa Air Braid X. Only rods I found so far in Academy is the only place I found them. They got them on sale for $39.99. You heard me right, $39.99. That's a 7-foot heavy is what it's called, but it's a soft heavy. Throw half-ounce spinner baits on it. Hell, I ran that light Carolina rig, or East Texas rig we call it. You know, it's just a finesse Carolina rig's all it is. Banks would run a split shot on that, but split shot don't make any sense to me. That's bald, so that's gonna catch all kinds of shit. I usually try to run a regular old, worm weight on there because it, makes more sense to me aerodynamically. It's gonna get through the weeds and the tree limbs and whatever else junk down there, grass. Hopefully, if you find it. I don't know if y'all saw me just pick off that grass right there, but here's a little dried up right here. Look out. It's at Canyon. I know people, they don't want to listen to me, but it's at Canyon, son. It's out there. You just got to find it. And unlike last night, sometimes that's where the fish are at. They just didn't seem to be rocking it last night. Also rocked the Powell Inferno rod for the first time last night. Feels good. I'll let you guys know. That's a $99 rod at Cabela's right now. I think they got 3 or 4 different selections. Feels good, looks good, but time will tell. Time will tell. All right, well, let's go over last night real quick. Valerio had something come up with his kid in baseball. His kid's an all-star baseball player, man. So he called Kyle, said he couldn't make it. Valerio asked me when we were playing golf. Don't go nowhere. I'm coming. Just give me a second. Gotta get my Dr. Pepper. Gotta get my Dr. Pepper. I'm a little hungover right now, so apologize. I shot one last night, but true to form for your boy here, the lighting just wasn't quite right with it. Might be better. You ain't seeing my ugly mug, but whatever. And then once again, the volume, man. I'm having issues with the volume. Somebody comment, give me some ideas here, man. I'm a redneck at this shit, man. I'm hollering right now. I don't know how. Well, hopefully it'll come out a lot better than it did last night, because I feel like I'm a loud person, but it just didn't come out. Just didn't come out very loud last night. So I was catching a lot of grief from CW, and I got mad respect for that dude. Even though he's on a little mini slump right now, that's ticking me off. That's a whole nother story. Last night, me and Kyle hooked up. Took the wife to lunch yesterday. Davila's over in Seguin. I guess they've fallen off from what they used to be, but it still tasted pretty damn good to me. Got a big old turkey leg. Enjoyed it right there at the registration. God dang, it was good, man. Got some brisket and some pork ribs left over from my boy Kyle. A couple of XLs on that boat, man. We got to eat even in a 3-hour tournament, if you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get better about it, but god dang, man, I spent too many years as a skinny feller, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to catch up. But we jumped in his old High Sierra, California rig truck. I don't feel comfortable in that truck. It's too nice for me, man, especially going fishing. Damn sure couldn't work out of the sun gun, man. I feel like I was fixing to jump in there with a pair of pliers or something in my back pocket in my jeans and tear a hole in them leather seats, man. I don't know what. I'd come unglued, man, as much money as man spent on that truck. I just put a cover on that sucker and let it sit in the carport or in the garage, you know. But anyway, we rocked the big battleship last night. It performed like a champ, dude, just like champions do. That's the beast of the East, baby. 22 foot. Little waves last night. Storm blew in. We rocked by this poor dude in his 19-foot skeeter last night, and I think I saw a couple of teeth fly off for sure. Didn't look like they were having much fun at all. We were running 60 miles an hour, and I was drinking a beer. Go figure. Didn't even spill it on me. Uh, didn't know what we were gonna do. That's the way I like to roll. Fishing moment they call it, but I just call it, winging it. Just going out there and fishing. Went to our first spot. Figured there'd be people on there since we got a crappy boat number at 53, but it was wide open for us. Rolled in there. Wind was blowing right. Created a little current. Threw in there. Wasn't too long. We caught a fish. And wasn't too long. We caught a first keeper. It was a deformed, sickly son of a gun, but had a big head and like nobody. Looked real sick. I think it'd been caught once or twice. But anyway, that sucker was about 15.5 inches. Went in the live well. All right, here we go. Looked like we were going to get started just like last week. Didn't come to fruition for us. That's a big word for you fellas. Give me a comment if you don't understand it. Your old boy Magic Man here, got a college degree. I'll go over that with you, what that word, when and where to use that word, because you don't want to come out looking like a fool. Too many of us out there already. Threw pretty much everything at them, man. I got a new nude color 6XD. I, rocked out along the ledge to no avail. Threw Cincos, caught fish on Cincos. Partner lost a smallmouth keeper at the boat on a Cinco. Similar to how Mike did it last week, but Mike got it in the boat. Kyle couldn't catch up to it. Thought it was a small one, but them smallmouth, they run right at the boat, man. Especially the area we're fishing at it. It makes sense. They can't go the other direction. That'll clue you in on how shallow we're fishing. So I threw a lot of different stuff at them. I drug that little finesse Carolina rig. I flipped that little wobble head minnow scrub around. I threw that my spade tail trick worm on that wobble head like last week. They were munching on that thing. I think I got one bite last night. Didn't eat it. A lot of small bites. We were getting a lot of small bites. I don't know if there's a lot of bluegill in there. We had your current Angler of the Year points leaders roll in on the other side of us and whack 3 fish right behind South Texas Elite Guide Brad Banks, just like he hadn't even been fishing there for an hour. Don't know what that means. Maybe they're holding their mouth a little different or something. But Brad and him end up having a fairly good night, him and Mark, and they got last place money. Phil and Thomas, however, beat them by like 3/100ths of an ounce or something like that. So I don't know. I'm just saying maybe if they wouldn't have left so dang early, or maybe if they would have caught them 3 fish, they might have been able to cull up and get themselves a better check. But saw Phil and Thomas roll in. They grabbed 2 or 3 fish, keepers right out of the gate on that spot, like 5 or 10 minutes, like we ain't, like Brad hadn't been fishing there, and like we ain't fishing, 30 feet from them. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it right. Obviously, they've been doing it right all year. They've been catching 5 pretty much every week, except for when Thomas went on vacation. No hard feelings, Phil, but true hurts sometimes. Didn't seem to affect them too much. They're right there, man. They look like I think they got it closed out right now. I don't think, unless they just come with 2 no-shows, which the fishing ain't good enough where everybody's gonna catch fish. I mean, we had 2 little fish for 337 last night, and we finished 25th. I mean, and I don't see it getting any better. But anyway, just kind of fished our 2 spots last night. Thought about going someplace else that Brad and Mark went to, and ultimately ended up, doing well on and getting a check out of it, 10 something, 79 or something like that. Me and my partner Kyle that last night talked about it, but didn't didn't go. I guess we should have went. Who knows? Things might have been a little different. Might have been 2 weeks in a row with some almost wins, baby. Got my starter in last night right before I took off, so that'll be getting up put on this weekend sometime. No Big Red Machine will be out there. Stratus 201.97, Johnson Venom 225, Big Block, gas guzzling, oil guzzling monster, slow running. You know, it's got everything going for it. Lead sled, whatever you want to say. Big Red Demon's kind of shaky right now, man. The old Dodge 59 Cummins is still firing up, dude. After I put that starter on there, she fires up, but I've got some electrical issues. Anybody out there expert on auto electric? I need some help. I got a short somewhere. Didn't affect me last night, but 2 weeks ago, bringing a boat home from Canyon, as soon as I turned my brakes on, I lost everything. I'm talking about every light I had. Dome light, console light, headlight, tail light, blinker light, brake light, everything. Hit the hazards, everything came back on. Brights, everything went back off. Being a dumb East Texan from Kilgore, Texas player, Bulldogs rock, I said, I ain't hitting the brights no more. I'm just going to have to rock them old, lighter, those low beams, baby. So I didn't have any issues after that, but that kind of worries me a little bit. I'm getting ready to head north up to Missouri for 4 weeks, and I want to drag the boat, but I don't want to be dragging it through some of them hillbilly towns, man, without no lights. Good chance your boy here might have a cold one between his legs. I know that's against the rules nowadays, but I don't know. Sometimes old habits are hard to break. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in the backcountry road days, man, when we didn't have to worry too damn much about, kids flying by. Especially didn't have to worry about nobody texting while they were driving 100. I think that's been a big deal. You didn't have too many big incidents. It didn't seem like. Maybe they shouldn't get televised or something. They didn't have social media and all this other crap. Want to give a big shout out to all my boys been following me. Everybody's like wanting me to do this on a weekly basis, no matter what I do. Scott at Semper Valence, not sure what he does, but he does it well, just by the looks of things. He got a great looking wife, awesome house.